Well, hello, my pickles, my snowflakes, my turtles, my no matter what club members. Is your membership dues all paid up? Are you in good standing? Well, I hope so. It is mid-June, and so we're at it again, just doing the do. It's the warm season. The clothes come, the layers come, layers of protection come off, and we need to look at ourselves in a new way. Do we have goals? Are we coasting? Sometimes the summer is a hold on tight time of year. A lot of us have our responsibilities change and we get more of something and less of something else. And the expectations and company and traveling and just the heat and humidity, it really is a whole different season. I was talking to somebody on the phone and I was saying that a whole year of keto or carnivish or going to carnivore is where things show up that teach us in our N equals one more in addition to the food is the food knowledge that we get about ourselves, but how we handle certain situations in certain times of the year. For some people, the holiday season is just torture from start to finish with all of the either expectations or the goodies that get passed, around to us, and the feeling of the obligatory things that we might have always done. And now we don't even eat that kind of food. And yet, people look at us with those puppy dog eyes. You're going to cook that for us, aren't you? Hmm? So in the summer, it's cookouts and parties and get togethers, and there's always tons and tons and tons of food, and sometimes tons and tons and tons of food prep. I'm the sort of same old where I keep my what I'm having kind of the same year round. We do the big green egg on Sundays year round, and you know me, cook once, eat all week. So this week we've got leftover ribeye, heart piece still. We've got filet mignon. We've got pork chops that we kind of put on the grill to smoke a little bit, and then I'll finish them off low and slow um, with coconut oil on the top of the stove, or maybe bake them. I know that one of the pickles here, Kathy, likes to bake her pork chops. It makes them fall apart. And so with the smoked flavor of the egg, sounds good. So those foods are lined up. I've got enough eggs in the fridge. I do need to replenish my cheese and green onions. Oh, the the energy I'll need to do that. Oh my. I do need to cook a pound of bacon. I just made some of Greg's standard American diet things that he has every single day. So I'm looking good. And it is 4 a.m. And as I record this, and I will be Ubering starting at 5 because I can. This happens to be my long day, and I take a lot of workers that work on Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard to the ferry lines, and the ferry leaves at 6. So sometimes I get a nice little round of calls to do that. And then it just, it's here and there for the rest of the day. It ends up just perfect because somebody like me, I make a game of it. I go home, I prepare something for dinner, or, put the load of laundry into the dryer or fold what's dried, do a little quick vacuum. It just works for me. It's so much fun. And so, yeah, I'll do that. Now, my question is, 4 minutes into this, are you a stick and stay person? Did you make the commitment to do this as your lifestyle? Is this something that you find satiating, comforting, filling, which is the same as satiating, I guess? To me, satiating is head and belly. But that's just me putting my own definitions on words. But did you make the commitment to stick and stay? And, it's just the same thing as the no matter what club, just a different way of saying it. So that means that when temptations happen, or the efforts kick in, or there's just too much of too much and it's too easy to reach for that carby item, that it's hard to stick and stay without these spontaneous treats. If you're a spontaneous treat eater and the next day shake it off, if you track, weigh, and measure, put in what you had in the day before. I know nobody else is going to see it. It's just a dumb thing, but it makes you accountable to you, because in the end, all you are is accountable to you. Nobody else is. I don't think anybody else is getting up here and making me my coffee and my food for the day, or food prepping. I just don't think so. And it's probably the same for a lot of you. You know, that at the end of the day, you might be responsible for more than yourself, and sometimes that gets kicked out, and there you are, not taking care of yourself as a priority. And it doesn't mean selfish queen diva behavior. It just means that you know when you eat and what you eat, and you kind of honor that. Some people have 1 or 2 meals a day. Other people have just the OMAD. Some people fast. Somebody does ADF, alternative day fasting. How cool is that? And so they have nothing for like that whole day and part of the next day. Then they feast, and then they fast again through that next day. I think that's fabulous. It's not something that I think I could do or want to do, but your body must love it. So taking care of yourself first is a great way to stick and stay. And just knowing that you're going to be coming up against things where you don't want to run out of your food supplies. Mine is so simple now. It's just a lot of beef, eggs, some cheese, the green onions, my Keto non-dairy creamer, and eggs. I always have a few dozen on hand, and butter. I love my butter. And so I'm good to go. Greg is a little bit more, lot more in it that what he has, and then I prep it too. So I have to have those supplies in as well. But my priority, my meal, is pretty easy to plan for. And fortunately, I don't get sick of it. It's so funny when other people say, don't you get sick of that? Don't you get sick of eating like beef and eggs and sometimes cheese? And it's like, no, I don't. So I think it's a process. I think going from keto to carnivish to carnivore is definitely, a process. It's not overnight. If your palate comes from the colorful veggies and array of crappy junk food like Weight Watchers offers, or like every single aisle in the grocery store offers, then it's not overnight. It's slowly eliminating little things that you never thought you could do without, along with other things that we sometimes make as a goal, like our artificial sweeteners, the diet sodas, fruits even, and the colorful array of vegetables. Although it's beautiful, it no longer is nice to my body. And, was I planning that? No. Am I happy with it? I accept it. I do have a small smattering of veggies on Big Green Egg Sunday. It's definitely a treat to have the asparagus, cauliflower, and Brussels cooked on the Big Green Egg with the smoky flavor. But, a little goes a long way now, and things just change, back of how not careless, how thoughtless or without thought I would eat all those different things all the time, never give it a thought. It's kind of amazing that now, it's limited, and limited works for me. It just does. I don't know how you are with it. I hope I didn't lose you. No. And so when I have the same old day after day, I'm very, very content. And so I'm a stick and stayer. As a lot of you know from having your own channels, your own YouTube channels, there's an added component of accountability. Once you air yourself out there and you've got laundry and you don't want it to be dirty laundry, I don't want to come to you and confess that, I caved at a cookout and had a roll and had potato salad and had, some more on the grill and, but I had Diet Coke. I don't want to come to you and have to confess all those things. It's just not, I just don't want to have to do that. So I plan what I plan. I'm not sick of it. Maybe that's my higher power just covering me by making me quite content with maybe different cuts of meats, but the same sort of dinner that I have. And today is no different. Today I made an eye of the round roast, and let me see, I made that. So I'll be having 10 ounces of that. These are my macros for the day. I am having 1,124 calories for the day. I am having, for protein, I'm having 130 grams of protein for the day. Chronometer says that's 350%. My total carbs are 2.1, always total, and my fats are 68.4. And since I've been doing higher protein and lower fats, it didn't start off as a conscientious thing, a conscious decision to do that, but now it just kind of happens. Sometimes I don't have, fatty meats like the eye of the round today, so I can add some butter to the pan and slowly warm it up. That kind of works. And so it all just works. I've never seen so many fruit flies in my life. And so the lower fat seems to work. I consider myself in maintenance. My weight has stayed the same over the last 6 months or maybe a year. Whenever I decided to up my protein, I noticed that it just works, and I'm delighted with it. But you have to find what works for you. And of course, I'm always happy to answer whatever it is that you need to know. And I'm always delighted to hear your success if you change something in your food plan and it does have different results for you, either on the scale or with clothes or how you feel, or how the aches, the pains, the mood, medications that can kind of, slowly drift off. It's great. I know my thyroid medication was cut by a third in the last few weeks, and I've been taking a certain dose for like 25 years. So that's encouraging. It must mean something is working. So that's how we do it. You saw what I'm having. I'm having the four large eggs, 2 ounces of cheese, the 10 ounces of eye of the round. I'm having 3 cuppas with my Keto, Kitu, non-dairy creamer. So today the only dairy is the cheese, and maybe it's either smoked Gouda or Havarti. I know I need to go to Whole Foods and replenish that and the green onions. I've got a busy day. So have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day of foods. I hope that you plan on sticking and staying. It does work. I think that keto and carnivore and carnivish are just like God's gift to us older people with metabolisms we never thought we could fix, correct, right? It's great. I don't keto-fy, and I weigh myself once a month, and that's pretty much all you and I need to know, and we can go about our day. Enjoy yours. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.